Hebrew Unity Discussion, and I am your host, Black Sheep. Hello, brothers and sisters. Just here chopping up game with you on this video, and I'm trying to, continue the part ones and create part twos for the videos that I've started already and didn't get to finish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still needing to bring the elder Michael Johnson to the show so we can finish our interview on Hosea and few other videos, Deuteronomy, Lamentations, Jeremiah, and pull out what our Father is, you know, telling us specifically, directly in the here and now, and what we need to do right now. Okay, brothers and sisters, Rome wasn't built overnight. You know what I'm saying? So we need to, understand this. You know what I'm saying? We just waking up, so we go feel stagnant. Not know a lot of things because we coming into a new world. You know what I mean? Culture. You know what I'm saying? Open up healing facilities. You know what I mean? A calling of all of our doctors. You know what I'm saying? Open up healing clinics. It's a lot that we don't have that, that if it was to be so, this world would be a much better place for all nationalities, not just blacks, even for, our white counterparts too, that's not racist. You know what I mean? Like Mitch McConnell say, there isn't anyone today is directly involved. Now listen to him. There's nobody today that's directly involved. Okay, this is what Mitch McConnell is saying, and it's true. There's no living person on the face of this planet who's directly involved in putting those black people in slavery coming over here. That's true. But there is the entity, the deity, the entity, the structure that allowed them to do it in the first place. It's still in existence. So let's stop playing these motherfucking games. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, which is true. It will help ease up the racism among the nationalities. It would. That is true. So tell the truth in spirit also. There isn't, like Mitch McConnell said, there isn't anyone alive today that was directly involved with that death. And tell it in the spirit. We not talking about the people. We was never talking about the people. Our attention automatically went on the people because obviously there was the ones that was doing it to us. Right? Waking up is knowing the difference between the puppet and the puppet master. We've been looking at the puppets, blaming the puppets, and even the puppets is waking up. A lot of our white brothers and sisters is waking up to what they were involved in. So it ain't no blaming white folk, because a lot of our white counterparts is going through worse of things than black folk is going through in the United States, because the white elite, they got their privilege, they got their kingdom. So the white, poor white trashes that's in our community today, you see where I'm coming from? they also are cannon fodder because they know that they white elite ones had left them. We can't say that about the black elites. It may be a handful of them up there that has fallout bunkers. So when this thing is, so when this exchange takes place, it may be some black folks, but those elite folk, house niggas, ask yourself, you gonna be in that bunker for how long? And then you gotta ask yourself, are you gonna make it? And even if you did make it, you're gonna surface to what? What are you gonna surface up to? To be just continue to be subordinate to a opposite nationality? That's what's going on. So you just saving yourself to resurface after all this exchange takes place, and quarter the earth human beings has died off, and the ones that's left is zombies. Okay, face falling off, organs hanging out of your body, but you're still alive because the Russians then threw. Not only Russia is throwing what's going to eat, you know, what's going to tear our flesh apart, but don't forget Russia has sleep deprivation bombs, or shall I say gas is going to be released with the bombs. So here you are dying off physically, and mentally can't even fucking die off because you can't even go to sleep. And ain't been to sleep for 4 or 5 months. Sleep. Ain't did this for 4 or 5 months, but in dealing with your infirmities on what the nuclear exchange have caused. You see what I'm saying? For us that don't have fallout bunkers, because we've been bamboozled and woozled out of our whole heritage, to where we don't even know traditionally what the fuck we supposed to be doing. I love all people, okay? I love all people, period. I ain't gonna, matter of fact, I'm not gonna say that no more, period. So you want to hear me say that? You can come to this video and hear me say that. But I ain't finna be saying that shit no more. Because actions speak louder than words. Simple as that. But my people, black people, we have to come to some adherence in this 21st century about the love that's been suppressed among us. For all of Ronald Reagan, for all of my life, I heard coming up, I heard bad things talked about Ronald Reagan. He's a racist. He don't like black people, and so on and so forth. Okay, but he's making humanitarian statements that don't have nothing to do with being against a color. And he's telling the human beings from all over the world, the human elites, doesn't we have an alien presence among us? Don't we? Don't we have an alien presence among our elite that's only seen by chosen of the elite up in the Congress, in the White House, NASA, the Pentagon? This is what Ronald Reagan is saying. For human beings to be as precious as we claim that we are, war is an alien presence among humans as it is. War has no friends but one, and that's the Undertaker, not a Reaper, but just the Undertaker. Undertaker is not a Reaper. Reaper is the renewing of life, as you will see. So, brothers and sisters like me, I'm a Black American Reaper, okay, coming to reap all that was ever sown by my ancestors. So, brothers and sisters, so let's change the topic. I just wanted to let you know black folk ain't got no room for hate, okay? Hate for ourselves and for other nationalities. We may dislike a lot of what, our counterparts are doing because they are under that, that false normful narrative of who we are as Negro, Black American, African American. You see what I'm saying? And they got white privilege. They up under the system that looks down and oppresses Black Americans. So they're gonna carry that mentality. You see what I'm saying? But they really, like Jesus said, we must also say, they know not what they do. You see what I'm saying? If black folk was given the same privileges, or if the shoe was on the other foot, then you got to look at our behavior. How would we be acting toward them if the government, if we was in the favor of the government? See, they're in the favor of the government, which is a European government. Okay, we have to see this, and like Marcus Garvey have seen, we have to see. Just like it says in the Bible, Marcus Garvey had demonstrated that. Just like God said in the Bible, when we get in this predicament, no one will come and save us. Okay? Now, look at the behavior and the character, the merit of Marcus Garvey. There it is there. See, ain't nobody coming. The NAACP been in existence for how long in the United States? And then you go and look at the history, in our history, Black Americans, and you will see members of the NAACP, even when the Jim Crow laws was fresh, you would see members being hung. And the NAACP is still in existence today. So they've been through some shit, right or wrong, okay? And they have grown to be subordinate to the European establishment. You see what I'm saying? Now, the CBCF, okay, the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, is also a presence in the White House. The NAACP is not a presence in the White House, but it is a long-standing establishment that was supposed to be for the edification and development of an independent nation, or to bring its nation into an independent state, and it has not done that. Okay, right? So, you know, Israel, unite in Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's all the tribes that's all the tribes that believe in this book, not as a religion. We sleep at religion. At religion, we sleep. But when we pick up this book and we begin to follow what it say do, it becomes becomes our culture. Okay, so we need to come to adherence to who we are and what we supposed to be doing. So let me change the subject real quick, brothers and sisters. I just want to say, black folk have no hate, what I'm saying, for our white counterparts, for our brown counterparts, for our red counterparts, for our yellow counterparts. We displayed this even for our white counterparts because a lot of us instinctively know that it was the government, the system, like the legislative, like the legislative branch who makes the laws, who allow shit in the community to take place because of these laws. So let me let you brothers and sisters go because I don't know how much time I got on here because I gotta delete a lot of files in my phone. So yeah. Oh, but I did want to speak on one thing. So basically, you hear me now, brothers and sisters. So we not, you know, and like this, and like like the sister said, we not coming for revenge. Okay, we're not coming for revenge, but we are coming for equality. It's simple. It's so simple, man. It's so simple that it's been revealed to babes. You know what I mean? But it's been hid from the wise and the poop. You see what I'm saying? The wise and the proof. It's been hid from. You see? But it's been revealed to us. And it's what makes it so simple. It's real simple. So it ain't no running from it. It's just simple. It's a simple connecting the dots. Like Dr. Claude Anderson wrote a book called Powernomics, and I can't wait to get a hold to it so I can start reading it, studying it, and building, with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a simple connecting the dots in which we don't have. Okay, you have a lot of us that's studying this word up under a sleepy state of Christianity, which Christianity itself isn't even the proper name for us that follows the anointed one. You see what I'm saying? So we understand that it's a lot of it's like scattered degrees, but now we have them all. So let's put them in their proper brackets, should I say? And so they won't no longer be scattered. You see, like opening up a can of worms, right? So what's going to put these can of worms in order? Is brackets. You see what I'm saying? That's where HR 40 came into existence to make some sense out of the confusion, to bring order out of chaos, because it's chaotic right now. Like the other sister, Tamika Mallory, I think she said, I did in another video. I did play that clip, but like she said, what I'm saying, this is what it's going to take. We are in a state of emergency. You know what I'm saying? Black folk. And we've been in the state of emergency and haven't been knowing. Even the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, in one of his interviews, he gave a statement and said, we are on a death watch. And only thing, and okay, so put it together yourself, brothers and sisters. These is human beings that's up close and personal with this beast, looking this beast dead in the eye and telling it, you wrong. You know you wrong. You're the father of the lies, and the truth ain't in you. You see what I'm saying? And and brothers and sisters, I see a lot of clips talking about Jesus is Satan and he's the morning star and all this here, man. Look here. Let me let you brothers and sisters know something, right or wrong. I'm gonna clear that up too. I'm gonna clear that up, brothers and sisters. You know, that's in Revelation. And when Jesus said that he's the morning star, then now you got all these white folk running with that, talking about, oh, Jesus is the devil. Hey, woo, woo. You know what I mean? I think you need to look in that mirror, and all those need to look in that mirror, because Jesus told Peter also. Remember when Peter was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go to, fight with you," and so on and so forth. When Jesus was trying to tell, his disciples that he must be delivered in the hands of sinful men, and he told Peter, "Get behind me, Satan." Okay, all right. So we need to understand, you know, what's going on with all this, brothers and sisters. Okay, and I'm gonna clear all that up too, because you have to understand the morning star. You have to understand Satan. You have to understand Lucifer. You have to understand all this. If you don't understand all this, then where's that going? It's the blind leading the blind, and which is today, because we're not under our true nationality, and we don't see this book as a cultural, traditional heritage book for us directly as black folk. We still look at this as a religion. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so a lot of us still sleep. So that's why I open up this show, open it up so you can come home, brothers and sisters, to our true nationality as Hebrew, Black American Hebrew. So we go keep Black American just to rub it in the face of this beast. Hello, you remember me? Yeah, and we're Hebrew naturally, okay? And we're here in the United States of America, and that's to let the beast know. That's so the beast could see. Hebrew is so, Black American is to say we remember what you did last summer, so to speak. But that Hebrew is we ain't got to say nothing, because he gonna look at it and say, damn, they woke up to who they really is, Hebrews. Yeah. So Hebrew, we don't got to say nothing. Okay, you can look at us like that. They Hebrew. Just like you could look at them Egyptians back in the days, Kemet, the land of the black. See, you can just look over in that land, oh, that land of the black. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you should look at Black Americans and just look at them and know they Hebrew. So when Mitch McConnell come and say, shit the way he say, the way what he be saying, that lets you know, man, that these people want black folk dead, dead, to never be remembered again, dead. You got Black American presence in the United States of America, and a majority Senate leader gets up in front of the press and say reparations won't be a good idea. Niggas, wake the fuck up. This shit is going down. Wake the fuck up. This shit is going down. Literally. Literally. You, after what this motherfucking country did, and after what the fuck we didn't been through, what the all the shit we been through, and you got the nerve to sit up there and say reparations won't be a good idea. And what the fuck is Nancy Pelosi going over to Taiwan for, with all this shit going on? With all this shit going on in the world, what the fuck is Nancy Pelosi, a fucking House Speaker of the United States of a fucking America, is going over to Taiwan for? Don't the shit, see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters, how the shit becomes a kind of fodderal aspect for black folk? You see this shit. And then I don't give a fuck who went over there. I don't give a fuck who she was following over there. Period. It's the same thing with Joe Biden and his son. Some shit going on with his son over I think some shit going on with his son. When they first came in office, some shit was going on. Okay? Was it Joe Biden? Yeah, I think it was Joe Biden's son who got some shit going on in Russia or some bullshit. Or if it wasn't in Russia, it was in China. Okay? But still some bullshit going on. Some underhanded shit. You see what I'm saying? And that shit ended up in it's leaked in mainstream. You see what I'm saying? But not only this, now you got Nancy Pelosi following her son over to Taiwan. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? In the meantime, in between time, what they using black folk for? You see where I'm coming from? Just like they a while back, they had Jesse Jackson. See, to go over to one of these foreign countries. Okay, look up that part of the history. You see what I'm saying? And then here with Ukraine to see what was taking place over there. They sent a black Congress member. Now I don't think none this had nothing to do with politics, Nancy Pelosi. Because if it was, brothers and sisters, and if the Chinese government felt that it was some form of breach to their security, the lady wouldn't have been able to make it back over here to United States of America, pimp. Know that shit. You might say, well, shit, man, whose side is you on? I'm an American. I'm on America's side, obviously, but we have opposition even in our own government. We have a racist opposition in our own government, and you can go in the Navy. You can look it up on. You can go search it in the Navy. How black folks is still facing racism in the army. And you got then they making little clips in the Navy now where they drill sergeants is letting the incomers know if you got racism, he said that, and everybody, that's coming in there, let them know if you got racism in you, you don't, we don't want you here. So they're trying to clean it up a little bit. Then you see one or two people walking off that don't like to be around other nationalities but they own. You see where I'm coming from? It don't matter. It don't matter. It's still a natural thing that's gonna occur. All nationalities been together for decades, for that past, and they ain't been considered racist. So now that blacks is waking up to the they've been separated and kept from truths because we put trust in a system that didn't give a fuck about us, that didn't feed us what we were supposed to be fed. It fed us propaganda. It fed us dogma, which is the end, which are the end of this world. And y'all not paying attention to this propaganda and dogma. That's all we see in the news. Wars and rumors of wars. And this is the end of this world. This is what's finna proliferate, an onslaught, an nuclear and atomic exchange. And this is the end of this world. And only way this can take place is because those that can make the changes, they have so much money, man, so much power of an elite that they're in their bunkers 40, 50, maybe 100 feet underground. See what I'm saying? Where everything that they need to survive for at least 2 or 3 or 4 decades, 5 decades, because they mathematically got it all under control. Mathematically, you see what I'm saying? They know when that bomb hit, what territory is gonna cover, how many people gonna go, and the aftermath, how many people go survive and be affected by the waste. You see what I'm saying? Well, but with no way for medical attention for until they die. You see what I'm saying? And you thinking you go die off soon, okay? And you got Russia, you're not understanding. That's been experimenting with sleep deprivation gas. So you don't think when they send their nuclear weapons over here that shit is not gonna be attached? So when they strike their opponents and leave them in zombie state, we can't even go to sleep with all the medical problems that we had. We still can't go to sleep. That's your zombie apocalypse that they want to bring about. And all I was doing was telling the black Americans with with bunkers, where you gonna surface to. So let me let you brothers and sisters go, because I don't know if this clipped on me or not, but it's at 32 minutes. So all right, so yeah, we got some inheriting to do.